Hey, morning, guys. This is day 3 of using our trade management center. So I'm going to try and pick out one or two trades, maybe increase the risk a bit more. But we found a couple of other little great features of this. I was talking to one of my moderators, Sam, who had a discussion with one of the other moderators, Andy Boland. So shout out to you two guys. And the chat that I had last night, I was showing something on this system. And we're going to incorporate that today. So I'm just going to share the screen. So overall, we can see that the account is up by 140 odd pounds. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're just going to use the 15 minutes like we have been doing. And I can see the Euro USD is there for a buy. The Euro is pretty strong. USD is pretty strong as well. However, the USD is a little bit stronger and it's gaining strength at the moment. So what I want to do, this is why we can see the Euro is starting to drop a little at the moment. So I'm just looking. This is in drawdown. So this would be a buy stop if I got into it. So what we can do, we can see, right, 301 points, which is 30 pips. And I can change the risk per trade on here. So again, instead of going to the risk calculator, we can do it in here. So I'm just going to do a 0.2 today. We're going to get that risked out. We're just going to get the break even. Again, just going to change that to 20. And we're just going to do the partials here as well. Submit these on. And I'm not liking this at the moment, to be fair, because like I say, when we bring the dashboard back into play, we can see the Euro and the USD are pretty much neck to neck, you know. So what we'll do is we'll stick this in anyway. And it is a buy stop. It means price has to come above this area. But it looks, for me, as if we're going to be going through the fractal point here of the liquidity underneath the moving averages. And we might get a push down, a reverse back up, and then we might just follow down. I'm just going to submit the order and place that in anyway. So we're only going to get on to 2 trades today. We'll just take a look. So that was on the Euro USD, 81. Euro Chef. There's not one there. We'll have a look at the 15 minutes. We've got NZD USD. For a buy. Let's just take a look. We're 61, 542, 61, 580. Right. So I'll click on this again on the risk per trade. 0.2. So that's going to calculate the lot size. Again, we've got the stop loss and the break evens. Submit that order. And we'll do one more. Let's have a look at the hour. Euro odd. 91. Odd USD. USD JPY. Right, we'll go for this one here. Again. That's a pretty wide stop loss, to be fair. Just going to take a look to see where we are. Partial close. On and on. Lot size. 0.2. Just go to submit order. I just want to see where we are, the USD, JPY. USD strong as JPY is weak, so we may get a push on this. So those are my 3 trades for today. Okay. We've got they're all buy stops, to be fair, as well. So we'll see what happens with these. This time, as an example, I might see if I can just leave these and let them push, if that makes sense. Again, I think that might be detrimental to what we're doing, but we'll see if we can stress test this today. We'll see if we'll stress test this today, okay? So again, I'm just going to set the stall out for this. One or two things. It's either going to give us something nice, again, because we've got parameters in, or I do want to check to see if it'll go to TP1 or TP2 at least, okay? Most of these would probably not go to TP3. On the odd occasion, they will do. So we've got some sort of parameters set in. So what we'll do is we'll let these ones run today, and we'll be back. Again, the outcome that I'm expecting, because I'm stress testing this, I do think that we might be down today. But again, we don't get progression if we don't sort of stress testing. So we'll see what the outcome is for today. I'll stop the video, and then obviously I'll add on to this later on today, see where we are, and we'll see what's happening. So we can see we're, like they say, 145.33 in profit at the moment. So I'll pause the video and I'll be back in a short while. We'll let this run and we'll see what happens today as a stress test. Okay, it feels I'm expecting it to, but if it wins and it gives us something, then happy days. It just gives us that bit more confidence, okay? So I shall see you all a bit later. Hi guys, so we're back again. What we're doing is we're gonna try and go for it today. Get several trades on the board. Just gonna share the screen. Just get rid of this. I'm gonna risk 0.2% again. We're just gonna go to let's have a look. We're getting some signals in. And submit that. So now I'm risking 1% for the day. Now you'll see on here, overall risk 1%. The lot sizes here, the pending orders, one's open. I mean, a little bit of drawdown at the moment. So we've just got to sit on our hands. What we're going to do, we're going to sort of test this out and see what it brings back. Today, got to stress this, okay? Today is a stress test. Okay, we're going to set and forget. Now I've just had another entry there. Okay, so what we're going to share the screen. Today is a set and forget day. So this is here. So we are either going to be down or we are going to be up. We've sort of looked at the parameters we can do, what we can set, the conditions we can put in on this. But we're going to use this as a set and forget day. It is Friday. It's the end of the trading week. So like I say, we built a pot. I've showed you how you can do it. Use set parameters, use a set plan to try and build a little bit of an account. Okay. The last 2 days, the first day was just get a little bit of that equity curve in. Yesterday was about trying to get 100 above the $100. Okay. We've done that. Today, we are going to do what we call the stress test, the set and forget based upon the parameters of a 10-pip push, move to break even, and then obviously take partials on the way. Let's see what happens on this set and forget. I will be looking at this later on today and then giving you an end of day conclusion. Okay, so we'll be back in a short while, guys, with an update. Not looking good so far, though. We are now both in drawdown on both the Euro USD and the GBP Swiss franc. I do have 5 trades, I do believe. Yeah, there's 3 here. We are in the drawdown. We're now back to more or less the break-even point on this illusion. But we'll stick with it. We'll see what happens on a set and forget. If we sort of, well, this won't blow the account. It will just take the account down by a percentage. If we sort of come back on this at the end of the day and the outcome is like it's went against us, maybe the element of it is we need to have, you've got the EE there to help you, but there is, like I said, I always believe strongly in this, there is always an element of you need to be in front of the computer. Yeah, this is going to help you with directions and things like that. But again, it'll only give you a certain percentage to the first TP. So even if you can grab part of that on a high percentage, then it's happy days. So in this instance, what we're doing, the set and forget, we are basing it upon the 3 TPs. Now, I know which way this will go. I know we'll get burned with it because you are not always going to get the TP3, you see, because 47%, it's like flipping a coin. But if I can put that parameter in with 10 pips, 2 pips to the stop loss, above break even, then let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so I'm going to slip the share. I'll end the recording on here, and then I'll add on to the end the overall thoughts on this. Okay, so I shall speak to you in a bit, guys. Hey guys, another quick update. It's just before, it's about 11:15. Just going to share the screen. I'll show you where the update is at the moment. 11:15 right here. Okay, we have ended another trade. The Euro USD is coming in for about $15 or pounds or whatever into a little bit of drawdown. We could be going into a little bit of profit now. However, you can see the account has gone up a little bit from here, which is going to make my fat head a little bit bigger. Okay, so we'll just go to account history. You can see the trades for today, just leaving it alone, we have made $45.69. So that's just on the basis of a set and forget. Okay, now I don't want to obviously let this stretch out too long into the day, simply because obviously it's the end of the trading week, but we will let this keep going the best we can. From there, we've sort of got the Euro USD, which we can see at the moment. There's some signals came in. We've hit the TP1 area. So the 78% success rate we've hit. Okay, so the next area is TP2, this one here. It's a 50-50 for it to reach there. However, it's around just over 12 pips. When we move 10 pips into profit, the SL will come just above the break even. Right, so I am going to try and let this sort of run. We're now going into a little bit of profit overall on the accounts, and it's fluctuating, as you can see. So again, overall, we're just sort of trying to look at the system on here. The profit loss for today is $47.85. Okay, we risking a 0.9. We were 1% risking overall. If I just go on to the account report, we can see the account reports here. Let's take a look at this. It's not letting me change it. So this is the transaction history for the day. And it's sort of telling you what we won and what we won on, which was the Euro USD and the GBP Swiss franc. Again, this is just because it's the beginning of the month. What we'll do is we'll get rid of that. We're now $23.81, $26.39 in drawdown. Again, set and forget today so far on the catch up. We have had $45.69 added to the 150 odd, which is what we caught from 2 days ago. So this is day number 3. Day 1 was a preference of just trying to get a little bit of equity curve going. Day 2 was to try and increase the risk due to the profit factor being there. Day 3, which is this one now, we are just doing a set and forget phase to the best of our ability before the markets close. Okay, so again, risking 1% overall on a set and forget phase. We'll see what happens. It's going to come in, it's going to come out. We will go into drawdown. We expect that, but again, nothing that will be detrimental to the account. Let's just see if we can build upon what we've got on here, and we'll see what happens in a few hours' time. Okay, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, hi guys. We're just going to have an update. It's now midday UK time. Share the screen. And let's get rid of these mini zooms. So you can see on here, we're still in a little bit of drawdown. Okay. However, the account is $213 up now. We've been using this on a basis of set and forget. Okay, with the parameters of 10 pips, move the SL, and then from there, we're going to have 2 pips of profit. So if it comes and stops us out, it's risk-free. The account so far today using that system, it's grabbed around about $68. Okay, now I have been watching this on my phone, and I could have had this quite easily over a couple of $100 of profit. But again, things have fluctuated and came back from the price movement and come back to the 2 pips of risk-free. So it has its pros, it has its cons. Okay, so what we got is we've got a couple of trades there probably coming in. We'll have a look at 1 or 2 others if we can, and we'll start this off on the maybe the half hour. Let's have a look. We'll have a look for the biggest number. So I've got an NZD USD, so I'm keeping away from that at the moment. 94 on the G Chef, no. 89 GJ. There's an option there for a buy, but it's going to be a buy limit, and it needs to come back down to 87.11. At the moment, we're at 87.14. So again, the stochastics and all that are showing for buys. I'll just click on this. See a buy limit here at the minute. Risk per trade, again, 0.20. We can put this in, I would say. So we've got the partials. The partials come up. TP areas 327 points at 10 pips. So price has to really come down, mitigate into this before to come back up. But again, it's already hit TP1, you know. So again, if price was to come down as far as this area, I do believe that it might actually take this fractal. So I don't want to enter that, to be fair. So 89 Euro GBP, 93, or USD 94, 88. Right, so we've got an hour. We've got the 88% chance of TP1, 81% chance of TP2, 75 of 3. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a buy. Again, we're going to do lots risk per trade. And I'm going to say, right, well, I'm going to risk a 0.2 again. In fact, we'll go 0.25. Okay, so break even. 2 pips. We're going to factor in this. So we want to buy stop 10 points of a push, which will take us just below the TP1. We are due the New York session to come in soon. So we're going to set this trade up as well. So we've got 3 trades on pending. The overall risk, we're back to 1% risk for today. Okay, so I want to try and sort in that set and forget fears. But at the same time, I've upped the risks, what we're doing. Okay, so overall wise, we're going to be looking at like no more than 1% at risk at any given time. So if one opens and closes, this will take the risk factor back down. Then we can sort of look at introducing another 0.25 or a 0.2, and we'll take that from there. So again, guys, as we see, go to the account history. So far, so good today on set and forget scenarios. We could have had a couple of $100 easily of profit if I'd managed it and did an element of manual auto trading. However, I've done that set and forget, let it do what it wants to do. It is what it is. If it goes 10 pips, comes back at 2 on risk free, so be it. We just accept that. So far, we've gotten $68 of profit. Trade today, at the moment, we are slightly down. We started today at around about $150, I think it is. We're fluctuating on a live P&L of around about $134. Okay, even though that this is down, we are a little bit down by about $10-15. Now we'll come back up to break even what we were at on the day. Overall bank though, we are at $213 for the day. Okay, so again, today's session, today's overview, today's look is putting these trades in, letting it do what it wants to do. Let's see what happens. If it wins, it wins. If it loses, it loses. Then it's going to give me an element of what I need to understand moving forward with this. Do I need to do set files where we can just do auto trading based upon certain parameters that works in our favors? Or can we still have those ones working in our favor, but still have to do a semi-automatic trade, which means we can set the parameters, but at the same time, we can sort of manual look at it as well. So if we in blue, it's up to you, as I always say. So we'll continue doing that. Just to close this part of the video off, because again, we'll be doing the overall overview a bit later. $213 of profit so far. We are profitable. We are hitting just over the break-even area from where we started this morning. We have taken $68 overall so far. Could have been a couple hundred. Live P&L, we're around about $50 down. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video for now. We'll be back in a short while and we'll see where we are in a bit. All right, okay, guys. So I'm looking to end this session early 'cause something's come up. I've got to go and collect one of the kids from the school. Something's happened. However, I'm going to share the screen and share with you where we are at. Okay, so again, I need to get to the school to go and pick them up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel these pendants off. Okay, we are around about $23 in profit. Yeah, I'm going to hit a loss on this one, but I'm in profit with it overall. Okay, we can now see we have hit $258. So we've made just over $100 today. I'm going to pause the video for 2 seconds. I'll come back on when we update the FTMO, and then obviously I'll close it off with the final thought. Then I've got to go and rush to the school. So I'll not be too long. Just give me a second. All right, so to close it off, guys, like I said, I've got to quickly go to the school, go and pick my oldest up. Something's happening at school. Nothing to worry about, to be fair. But what we're going to do, we're going to go with the FTMO. Got to remember, we were on $150 odd today. We were doing set and forget. Fortunately, this has came up and it's cropped up, so I just got to go and sort it. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. We've got a nice equity curve here, okay? And as we scroll down, I'm very happy with this process at the moment. Again, $113 profit a day. And this isn't about trying to go for the pass, okay? This is about just seeing a level of consistency and looking for a profit factor, okay? So yeah, turning the dial on this could easily get us through the pass, okay? But it's not about that. Again, the overall profit factor is what I'm looking at. Win rate of what I've been doing and what I've been looking at on this, we've been profitable each day, scaling from $30 odd to get our first win in, to obviously pushing for the $100 to get another $100 day to day. If I left this, I've got no doubt that we could have scraped more out of the markets. Overall, what I'm seeing is the profit factor 4.14. This is what we edge towards when we are testing the system. This is what we are edging towards when we are structuring in a plan. This is what you need to do when you're doing a set amount of trades, okay? Because without the profit factor, your plan will fall flat in its face. So anything from a 1 upwards, see, as the trading system indicates profitability, okay? The higher the profit factor, the better. So being on a 4, we can turn the dial and increase the risk. So I've got no doubt of if I move from a 0.2 risk to maybe a half a risk, we can start doing that, okay? So the final thoughts on this, guys, when we take a look at this, this is fantastic. Profit every day. End of the day, we were using the trade management center, okay, the trade management system. It's been very, very profitable. And from there, guys, we can't go wrong with it. Simply, as long as you keep the risk managements in place, nice equity curve, nice build of profits. Again, we'll possibly be looking when we start next week. I'll probably do the back end of next week because we only get 2 weeks of doing this. I'll increase the risks to maybe 0.5%, or we may even do 1% risk per trade. First week is about getting the factor in, the profit factor. Then we'll move on to obviously increasing the risk, and we'll see what we'll go from there. Okay. My name's been John Docherty, Mr. Forex Fire. Hopefully you are enjoying the series of these videos. Okay. Catch you all later.